at the University of Zululand. I'm a very, very proud female leader of our UniZulu. It is an absolute privilege to be the Dean of the faculty. Just to mention a few of the positions. Our Chair of Council is a female. The DVC of the university is a female. The Chair of the Institutional Forum is a female. 3 of the 4 deans are females. And the 4th dean is actually such a good ambassador for female and women rights that he's an honorary female. Then our managers, so many managers are females. Like the director of CMD, the director of the library, the acting campus manager of Richards Bay, all females. The director internationalization, female. So I strongly believe that the University of Zululand is the one university, and I honestly think the only university in this country that has already done all the transformation in terms of gender. On top of that, with the exception of myself and one other position that I can think of, it is black female, black woman in this. So this is a university that really create, develop women. And really a university that I'm proud of. And I've recently attended a Women in Leadership in Higher Education workshop that ran over 6 months, which were an absolute eye-opener. And during this workshop, I read something by an author called Broken. And I want to read to you what it means. It's the only little bit that I want to read. They said, well, a leader needs to have some meta skills. And I thought, there's another set of workshops that we have to go to. What is this? It's skills needed to step back and look at ourselves in our broader context of family, work, community, the world, and the universe. In order to raise our awareness, our consciousness, and understanding of who we are. Why are we here? How do we operate? And how that affects others and our environment. And this is quite a mouthful. But now you can see it's something totally different. It's not a tick box, time management, tick, I'm a leader, time management or conflict manager, I'm a leader. It is where you have to sit down and you have to start understanding yourself. And that happens, and they told us, that happens when you reflect and you reflect and you reflect. And we all know about reflection. And we all say, oh, I'm doing reflection. But are we really doing that? Are we really sitting every day and every night and think, what happened today? What did I do well? What could I have done better? Why did I react in this way, etc. So that was absolutely an eye-opener, and I started to reflect. And they also advise us to write your reflection. And when I've written the first day, I thought, who is this person on this piece of paper that has written a full page of complaining that I don't have enough time, complaining that I don't get to the work, complaining about, and it was all I. And I felt so ashamed about this. So the next step, and what I want to recommend to people to do, and to female leaders and to our managers, female workers, our members of staff, our friends to do, is to go do a personality test. And I want to share you some of the things that have been my own. My biggest strength came out as wisdom. Being able to provide wise counsel to others. And I was extremely proud of myself. This is a leader. And then I've looked at my weakness. And that was teamwork. And working well as a member of a team. And this paradox, immediately I recognized this paradox. How can I be wise and not share? How can I lead others and understand the world, but not work well as a team? It was a real shock to me. And I've noticed them, but what I'm doing is not leadership. What I'm doing well is managing, but I'm not leading. And by doing everything myself, and I thought it is a leadership of doing it all, that's not doing my university a favor. That's not doing my faculty a favor. I'm just working short term. I'm just trying to get all the goals going short term. Instead of sharing whatever skills I have, all this wisdom that I currently have, and I do have an understanding of how blessed we are and how blessed we are as female in this university, in the world. But I'm not sharing that to my female colleagues. I'm just leading them to go from crisis to crisis, report to report, to one test to another test, to one meeting to another meeting, online, face to face, done it. But that's not what a leader is supposed to do. I've also noticed that I've got a lot of flaws as a leader, and that real change is needed to break this old mold of why and how I've done things and to become a better leader. I've exposed my own insecurities and my own fears, and I will share this with you. You know, to be authentic as a woman is very hard. To be authentic and to be motherly and to be soft-spoken as a leader is not seen as the right thing. And therefore, instinctively, as women, we are trying to follow the examples of other leaders. You know, the strong personality, the strong man approach, etc. But I'm not feeling comfortable with it. And therefore, I'm not doing it well. I feel comfortable to be authentic, to be myself. And in doing that, I can bring out the best of a strong person as well, and then we can go be a good team. So I've tried to be a person that I'm not. And that is why I say I was an extremely bad leader. Good manager, but not a wise leader. I was not a wise leader. So, what do I want to do? What is my goals in future? I want to be an authentic leader. I want to lead out of what I am, what I understand, what is my strengths. And my strength is to be a mother for everyone, or go to everyone. That is my strength. One of my strengths is ethics and values. And that is extremely important, that people must be able to see the ethics and values. And I'm not willing to sacrifice ethics and values for the sake of short-term, any short-term gain. I want to be a strategic thinking leader. I'm not really there yet. I still say I want to be that. I want to think and help women to be strategic and to be thinking. I want to mentor and encourage my female colleagues to bring out their strength, but to be authentic. And therefore I would advise everyone, go for this personality test, see what is your strength, but also analyze your weaknesses and see how you can combine them. And then my final goal is to mentor our female students. I've seen so many extremely intelligent students that is downplaying their intelligence to be acceptable. You know, that is taking that back seat in the class, not wanting to illustrate this. It's not necessary to do that. We all admire you as a female student. We admire your intelligence, and we need that. So this isn't all that I want to share with my female colleagues. It's good to be a good manager, but I want you to take up the slogan of this year of the Women Empowerment and say, remember, choose to challenge. Challenge yourself. Encourage and go for change. And choose to be a leader. Too many females sit back and say, I'm not a leader, I'm comfortable where I am. But you are leaders, and you deserve to be.